Welcome everyone, this is Pilot Noodles, and today we are starting a new series, Piney Plays Balatro, where I will be playing this roguelike deck building game with a poker theme. And in this, we are going to be starting out where you will start out, and that is with the red deck at the lowest stake, which is white stake. Seeing how this works. This is an alternate profile for me. My main profile, I've unlocked a number of things in here, and here I am at the relative beginning of the experience. And here we are, and I'm going to start out by, what am I going to start out by doing? Oh, I'm going to start out with the straight, it looks like. So let's start out with the straight here. It's rather low straight, so it's not going to get me all the way through there. But this should be enough to finish everything. A pair of queens and a pair of nines. What we have is we have two numbers that are generated. You generate chips and you generate what's known as the multiplier. And once everything is all counted up, the two numbers are multiplied together, and that's your final result for it. And you have a target that you need to do. And when you do beat the blind, you come into a shop here. And I'm looking for a joker, so that'll be in the buffoon pack. What a really lousy pair of jokers. All right, well, I will take this one. And this is the Mystic Summit, and that means if I have no discards left, it'll give me plus 15 mult. So it'll add to the mult score. And that's all I want to get for now. I want to save the other $5 because at the end of the round, you get $1 interest for every 5 you got. So there's a little incentive there in order to save some of your money. Now, is there any way I can get a flush out of this? I can see if I can try a club flush. Now, you start out with a standard deck of 52 cards, the usual type that you would use in playing games like poker. And this is, well, at least the cons. Oh, hold on. I have a 3 of a kind here. Yes, I do. Yeah, all right. I'm going to hold on to that, and so. Yeah, I'm not. Let's see which I do. Okay, I got a full house then. All right, a full house. That is even better than what I was looking for. But not enough in order to win this round. But now I get my club flush. Oh, of course, because I have one discard left. So the Mystic Summit is not kicking in. Let's see how many points I would get. Now, I do have a club flush, so that's what I'm going to be playing. I'll get my last discard here. I'll go into suit mode so that I can see things a little bit more easily. Play that. Yeah, that's much better. Now you get $1 for every hand you have left, which is one of the reasons why it's probably better if I used up all my discards and maybe would have been able to do that in one shot instead of two. Let's see. All right. We will have the spare trousers, and that means I get plus 2 mult if the hand contains a 2 pair. That's going to encourage me to play 2 pairs. I think that'll do for now. I don't want to overspend yet. Now we come to the boss blind. The boss blind is the club, and that means clubs are going to be debuffed. That means they're going to have this big X through them right here. And if it's debuffed, it means it has none of its abilities in there. So I'll just include that as something to dunk. I'm playing a 3 of a kind, so that's not going to be helping the Mystic. So the Mystic Summit nor the Trousers are going to like that particular item in there, but it'll put points onto the board. Now, let's see. Here's a 2 pair. Now, even though there are debuffed members here, they still count in the poker hand. It's just that anything else on the card, like you get extra chip points for the card when it's activated, but the card won't be activated. So nothing individual from the card will count. Alright, and I'll also toss the 3 on top of that. So I will increase that. And slowly now this gives me 2 mult every time. So it'll increase over the course of the game and get higher and higher each time I play. So it encourages me to play 2 pair as much as possible. Alright, and I was saying earlier that I should be doing my using up my discards so that I have them on there, but anyway, this is going to be more than enough. I'm 574 right now, so I'm not going to be needing the Mystic Summit this round, but I have to remember to use it more often. I'm also going to need something that's going to add some chips in here, because right now this is a mult and this is a mult item. So I need something to help to get me more chips. The gift card. Add 1 to the sell value of every joker and consumable card at the end of the round. Oh, add $1 of the sell value of... I've been misreading this one for a long time. Alright, so add 1 of sell value to... Yeah, add 1 of sell value to every joker and consumable card at the end of the round. Yeah. And it's also going to give plus 10 mult on there. It's also very expensive, which is a bit of a problem there. So those are water. I think this is a bad time order to be paying for that thing. And I really can't... I don't want to pay for that either at this time. So I am going to go to the next round. Ooh, the wall is upcoming. That's one of my least favorite of the boss blinds. It doesn't have any special abilities except for the fact that it has double the chip value that you need that you normally would. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That also will do that. Alright, I'll just do that to get that out of the way. I might as well score some points for it. Alright, now let's see what we could fish for. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 10, 9, 8. Pair of 8s. Pair of... We will discard that. Yeah, that's what we'll play. Now, one of the things to do is that since I want to level up the pants, I will... It would be probably a good idea not to immediately get rid of all the discards so that I can have more hands over it since it goes up every single hand I play. So that's another one of the strategies on it is when to get your hand to be as powerful as possible so that you can keep extra money at the end versus how much you spend on in order to do other stuff that you may be doing, such as leveling the pants or some other cards of a similar ilk. Now let's see. I have no tarot cards yet, so that's not going to be helping me anything. We got that's an Arcana pack. Okay, I'll open up the Jumbo Baboon pack to see if there's anything in there. 4 fingers, flushes and straights. I don't care about flushes and straights right now. Not discover the blind. Let's see. This gives me extra hand size. I think I will take this card. Now you notice it said not discovered before until you've purchased it or some other way gotten it into your Joker area. It's listed as non-discovered, and one of the long-term objects of the game is to discover all of the Jokers. Now, what have we got? That's going to encourage me to use clubs more. All right. So let's go into the next one. And see there. And there are plenty of clubs here. That's for sure. I don't see any 2 pairs here. So I will... Oh, that gives me a club flush. Yep. So that's where +3 mult for every single one of those. Yeah, that's overkill at this point of the game. All right, so now we got 22. Now I don't need the walkie-talkie. That's not going to do me any good. Let's get a celestial pack. I am looking for an earth. Oh well. This says if it contains a 2-pair, so therefore a full house does contain a 2-pair. So I will get that. I would have preferred to get a Uranus, which are the ones that include, which are specifically for 2-pairs, since it's a lot easier to get that than a full house. Now, let's see, we got the wall. Now, let's see if I ram myself into the wall. We'll start out with this straight. All right, that actually got me almost halfway there, which isn't too bad against the wall. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just being handed these. I noticed that I also had an ace 2, 3, 4, 5 possibility in there, and that was an ace of clubs. So that might have been a little bit better there. I got 2 more hands there. I think I could start fishing now. How many spades do I have left? I have 9. Okay, we're about balanced on the suits. How much there are left? So I will see if I could. I should be more interested in getting a 2-pair, since that's sort of my. Now I think of it. Let's see if I can fish for a 2-pair instead, so that I could help with the pants. All right, that should be enough. Only 1 club in there, but I think that's enough, right? 3. Yeah, okay, barely enough. Okay, if it weren't, I had 1 more hand. All right, there we go. We got by that, and there's the Uranus right in the shop. Buy that one right away. No, I don't want this. If I'm going to be doing things like full houses and 2-pairs, then the half joker is not a good fit for it. There are some runs where the half joker is simply wonderful, and others where it is useless. And this is one of the more useless ones. Let's see what's in the Tarot deck today. Alright, let's see. Hanged Man, Justice, and Judgment. Well, I can still use a couple more jokers here. So I will use this, and it'll give me a common joker. The Zany Joker, +3 mult for a 3, if it contains a 3 of a kind. This is pushing me towards full houses, obviously. But that will mean I need to start pruning my deck that will make that viable. Alright, let's see. We've got. Alright, we'll just do some leveling of that at the moment. We're halfway there just from that. So let's see. We've got. See if we can find a second one. All right, yeah, 6644. I'm probably going to be selling the Zany Joker at some point when I'm starting to run out of slots, because I don't think it's going to do too much for me, because I think I'm going to be emphasizing the 2-pairs. And I'm only going to be having a 3 of a kind contained with it when I have to have a full house. All right, let's see. The Emperor. Alright, I ain't gonna do this. Alright, that gives me 2 random. Okay, another Judgment. So, and I was red carded. Alright, so the red card is the Joker gains +3 mult. Any booster pack is skipped. Now, I don't skip booster packs too often, so the red card is probably just going to be sell bait at some point, Well, let's... Now, I'm at 26. 25 is the magic number where the maximum, or I should say the minimum you have in order to get full interest. You can get up to $5 interest, barring special vouchers and stuff like that, which might come around at some point. But for the moment, let's just continue working on the paths and see how we can do on that. Actually, I can get 2 pair here, but that means sacrificing the kings. Would I want to be sacrificing the kings at this moment? I don't think so. I could use strength in order to increase some items. And speaking of full houses, I thought I had another pair sitting around somewhere. I do not. I guess I must have improved that. What I'm going to do is I am going to try to fish for another pair, since I've got a couple of discards left. Right, and I got a 4 of a kind. Currently, a 4 of a kind is right up here. Right now, my full houses are about comparable to a 4 of a kind. My 2 pair is still under a 4 of a kind. I haven't leveled up my 4 of a kind yet. I don't think I'd be wanting to... I don't want to do anything with 4 of a kind, since it's not going to help the trousers any. 4 of a kinds do not count as 2 pair. And it looks like that... Alright, fine. Yeah, just discard that, discard that. Looks jacking. Same. Alright, fine. You want it that way? You can have it that way. I'll give you a switcheroo there. And now I have 2 pair. Alright, and that was enough. The throw cards allow you to manipulate the cards in your hand, or at least that's their most common thing to do. You have those things like getting you jokers, as we used earlier, and things like that. And the Emperor gives you 2 random tarot cards. And yeah, let's do that. The Wheel of Fortune is, can we improve one of our cards? No, it has only a 1 in 4 chance of working. The Sun, I'll have to see about that later. Everything here. What's our line? The fish. Alright. One of my problems I have is I sometimes forget what boss blinds I had earlier. It would be nice if there was some way to see what boss blinds you've already faced during the run. And I don't think that's possible in any way, unfortunately. Alright. No, I don't think so. So I don't think that there's... Oh, actually, blinds in here is... It'd be nice if there was some way to figure out which ones you have faced and which ones you've already beaten, because that would help a great deal in remembering where you are in the whole thing. Like, I faced something which I thought there was something to be debuffed, and if that's the case, I say, have I faced hearts yet as being debuffed? I don't think so, but I think I faced the club earlier, or something like that. Well, I could be confusing other runs also. That's the problem. Alright, here is an Arcana pack. Let's see. Let's try looking at that. Death. Now, my deck right now, I've already started depleting the 3s and the 7s. So if I take a 3 or a 7 and turn it into something else, that would be nice. So how about we turn this 3? What you do with death is it takes the one on the right and turn. Now, the one on the left is turned into a copy of the one on the right. All right, that's probably the best way to word it. Okay, there we go. Now is time for our next hand, I think. So let's go in it. Now we're going against the fish. The fish cards drawn face down after each hand are played. Right, so we get to see our original hand, and actually not the 4, the 9s. So this is the point where I will do my discards. Now, okay, we've got a pair of 4s here. All right, of course, that's the pair of 4s I started out with there. And we know that these are all in order. So you do have a clue by seeing the order, which everything, so that we know that this is at 4 or less. We know that this is a 4, 5, or 6. This is, well, that could be just about anything. And that's going to be a king, queen, or ace in there. You can also look at these by suit to get an idea if you're working on that. Not much difference on how they look in that particular situation. Now, they only go face down after a play. So that's when. So in this case, I tend to discard alternating in there so I can see everything. Ooh, a full house. And my full house, where's the full house? Oh yeah, my full house is my most powerful hand. All right, well, might as well qualify for both of them. That is, of course, going to finish that hand. I usually don't play games with the bosses, because when I play games with the bosses, I usually find that I wind up pushing the chips in the wrong direction and losing. Extra hand per round? Yes, please. All right. And that's a voucher. And so the vouchers, they make some sort of change to the rules in your favor when you buy them. All right. So now, in that case, it gives me an extra hand. So now I have 5 hands instead of 4 hands. Okay. Arcana pack and spectral pack. All right. Oh, let's have a look at a spectral pack. We haven't seen one of those yet. So let's see. Medium. Okay, they could create a purple seal to bring out a tarot card. When we discard that particular item, raise, creates a randomized rare joker, but it sets your money to 0. That's the disadvantage of having this when you got 25 and trying to save your money in there. Hex is good at the very beginning, but if you have a full set of cards in here, most of these are going to disappear. And it helps a random joker. Now, right now, the only one I'm really, really attached to are the pants. So what I can do is that. So now, I know which one to randomly choose. Alright, so now I have polychromatic pants, and that means it now will take the molt and multiply it by 1.5. So effectively, this plus 22 molt is actually plus 33 molt effectively, but it was at the end of the line on the jokers, it's actually going to multiply all the 1.5 times all the molt that we have, not just this 22. So it's actually worth more than an extra 11 in this case. Alright, now let's see. We didn't have anything else here that I want. The to-do list. Well, every time a poker hand is. Alright, that'll be at least good for the first round because it's looking for a 2 pair at the start. After that, if it starts getting to hands I don't care about, I could just sell it later on. Alright, not discovered. And this one, let's have a look at this. Alright, chariot. We're still, oh, we have an extra heart. Alright. Let's see, chariot, justice, emperor. How about we make that a steel deck? And I just opened up the green deck because I've collected enough items in order to qualify on that part. All right. So that's the next item we want. The basic decks, they're all the 5 basic decks. They're well, you start out with the red one, but the other 4 basic decks, they're unlocked by adding a certain number of items to your collection. Let's see. Can we get some 2 pairs in here? GG866. Because we get extra money whenever we do that. So let us just discard that. King, king. We'll do 6633. This is the lowest one I have. So if there's one that's, because I'm trying not to win the entire round at this point. 2,300. Okay, just a little less than half of it. All right, good. I think that's a decent pace in which to start out with. So discard that. Okay, got a 2 pair here, but let's see if I can find one more to my liking. Because a steel card is best held in hand when you do your play. Alright, one more chance that we have in here. We don't have that Mystic Summit thing anymore, so we don't have to try to get rid of them, even though I never actually try to get rid of all of them to activate the Mystic Summit, which is why I really didn't care that it went away when I did that hex thing. So this should be plenty enough for it. Yeah, 6,000. All right. And that. All right, that's 11. So we got plenty of cash over here. Speaking of cash, we've got the egg up. Ooh, we've got hallucination or something like that. Yeah, I think it's 1 in 2 chance to create tarot card whenever we open up a booster pack. I like opening up booster packs, so we do that. And as for the egg, no, actually, let's start out by opening up some packs. I mean, after all, I got that thing, so might as well. And we got a judgment. All right, well. Ooh, the card sharp. Oh, I guess I thought that judgment only gave you commons. It just gave me an uncommon. Problem is, card sharp is great. It's time stream mult. Its disadvantage is that its disadvantage is it's only if I played it already this round. Oh, but I'm playing all 2 pairs if possible, so therefore the card sharp would actually work with my deck pretty well. A hallucination there, and that's my to-do list. All right, so now, what's my blind up ahead? The house. All right. Oh, the high priest is for a pair of planets. The fool is for judgment. Oh, interesting. See if I do as well. All right, it says creates a random joker card. Yeah, it's a random joker card. It's not just a common. All right. All right, and that one gives me Jolly Joker, which is looking for a pair inside of it, but a 2 pair includes a pair, so that's going to give me +8 mult no matter what. Actually, oh yeah, it's a foil card. Okay, new problem. I was thinking of buying the egg, but it looks like I just put that to be no longer possible. So let us go into the next area. All right, fine. We'll start out with a 2 pair. Okay, just under, which is just perfect. Sorry. Okay, let's discard that and see if we can find. And there we go. That would be a nice finisher to it. So this should be a really huge number because we'll have the card sharp and card sharp going on. Then you got the trousers after that. It's going to be probably a very, very high number on here that we're going to have. Yeah, 19. Yeah, that's well over. And the flames mean I did enough in order to one-shot it. So It's all nice. Gives me enough in order to help to one-shot it. The only problem is it won't literally help me one-shot it. Since it only does one of the later ones. Let's see what I got here. Oh, let us see what this Celestial Pack has. Okay, Uranus. That is exactly what we want. Alright, and C3, we don't want that. We do not want that. Is there anything we want in the standard? Nah. Until I have an idea of what we're looking for in our deck, it's hard to go around buying anything for standard decks. First hand is drawn face down. Oh yes, the house. So I guess I'll just discard that because I don't want to just do my first. Yeah, essentially you have to spend your first 2 discards unless you. I mean, okay, if you're playing for flushes, then you could just look at suit mode and say, all right, well, you know that these are going to be spades. And, well, okay, that could be technically an ace of hearts. Oh, no, because we haven't modified with the deck yet, so we can't have a second ace of hearts yet. All right, so those are spades, and that could be a club or a diamond. So that's all we know about that. So not enough in order to help us on this. So I am just going to do this. Is there anything I just want to get rid of? I'll also get rid of the 2 of diamonds. And do we have... Let's just discard that. 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. Oh, that's a straight. Yeah, but my straights are very poor condition anyway, so I'm not going to worry about that. So discard that. There we go, aces and kings. Actually, kings and 5s, just in case it's not enough. Then it might help me to level the pants a little bit. Yeah, all right. Oh my! Good thing I did that precaution because I was only 40 points short there. So then we'll just do 1 more of these. Well, I guess I could do the full house since that will still level the pants on there. And but the card sharp does not look for such situations. The card sharp wants that exact hand. So doing a full house won't qualify for a 2 pairs it would with the pants or with the Jolly Joker there. So let's see how much this is worth. Oh my goodness gracious. That was about 15,000. Alright, we'll go with the the ice cream. The to-do list is looking for a straight flush. Yeah, I keep on forgetting about the straight flush. It was handy to have around back when it was set for. I will get the ice cream. I will pop it here. Now that gives me 100 chips. That's good. And it's also worth plus 50 chips. So the ice cream is going to disappear as it slowly melts away because it eventually does that. So it starts out very powerful and then diminishes as time goes along. And the paths are the opposite thing where they start out weak and then get stronger. Alright, let's see what's in the Celestial Pack. Well, Venus. Oh, Temperance. You just use that right now. It adds money. An Arcana Pack. Alright, let's see. The Devil. That turns it into a gold card there. The World, Wheel of Fortune, Strength. Now, I really need to really think about what I'm going to do with this deck. Now, I know that 3s and 7s I said I don't care about. Fortunately, I have no 3s and 7s here. So that's is there another number I don't care about? Now, it doesn't seem to be in a good position. This particular hand doesn't work well with that. So I am just going to roll the dice. Nope. So let's go on. On to on to ante 5, I should say. Alright, and we can... I don't think that'll be enough, so... oh yeah, ice cream. That first round after you bring out the ice cream is going to be wonderful. Alright, and copies the ability of the leftmost joker. Is there anything here that's strong enough for me to want to do that? Actually, I will sell that. I will buy this, if for nothing else for the discovery. And so the brainstorm, let's see, which one should it copy? The problem is, brainstorm doesn't work with one of these two because you want these to be on the right, and it copies the one that's on the left. Okay, I will have it copy the ice cream for now, and let's open up another celestial pack, see if we get some more 2-pair items in here. No, we don't. I'm in a situation there where I'm mainly using 2 pairs, but my 3 of a kinds are very quickly getting up there also. Oh, and there's a deed for buying 10 of these blank vouchers. They are completely useless otherwise. So yes, one does often do things for the discovery or for the unlock or something like that, even though they're not particularly good for the game in general. Let's see, this is plus 80 chips if played hand contains 2 pair. I'm playing lots and lots of 2 pairs. I think Brainstorm just lost. Oh well. Waste some money for a discovery. That's the way this game often works when you are doing this. Once you have everything collected and things like that, then you don't have to worry about that anymore. Then you can be a little bit more serious about exactly what you're getting. And this is... not very good. Okay, King, King, Jack, Jack. All right, and I think we've already established that that's not... Actually, I think I established that it is. Oh, well. How are my trousers right now? Oh, they're plus 38. Yeah, yeah, they're getting pretty high up there. Yeah, that's the thing about the trousers is that they're plus 38, and they're polychrome. Oh, that's right. I no longer have to worry about what's on this left anymore because I sold that Brainstorm card. All right, so Mercury and... Oh, the Green Joker. I don't care too much about that, so let's not worry about it. So let's try the Arcana pack. You already have in here the High Priestess. Ooh, a couple of planet cards. That would be nice. And that would mean using up my sun first. So, the mark. Okay. All face cards are drawn face down. Yes. Okay, so let's finally use the sun card. I was waiting for until a point where these are necessary, where we were past the boss blind that would debuff it. All right, we'll definitely use Earth. Pluto I'll keep there until I need the slot. All right, 999. Face cards are, yeah. Well. All right. Well. Okay, what I'll do is I'll play that for the 3 of a kind. And the 2 face cards, well, that's just to get rid of them. Unless they have to be a pair. If they have to be the same face card, then They're not, but all I cared about was that's right. Yeah, all I cared about was getting the three of a kind there so that I could score some points and not worry about the. Let's see, we got a pair there. Can I get anything else? Let's just discard all of that stuff. 5544. That's a good number there. That's probably enough to go over considering that I'm already pretty close, especially with the card sharp in the area. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that was worth 20,000 just by itself. All right, that's good. Ah, this voucher. This voucher is the clearance sale. All right, good. Oh, the steel card. It's 0.02 for each steel card you have. I only have one steel card so far, but if I get more steel cards, that can make that a very powerful joker. But the problem is, who do I give up for that? Probably the ice cream. Bit early to be selling the ice cream. I mean, you do eventually sell it when it starts to get low, but actually, I guess this really belongs down here since it gives, since it creates, since it gives a bonus, which is currently 1.2 times. So I have multipliers up here, and that seems to be my main thing that I've gotten here are chips and multipliers. All right, I think I need some baseline mult in here instead of chips. We'll have to see what I can do about that. Oh yeah. Oh, actually, this is my baseline mult right here. Actually, that should go in the card sharp. All right, let's see. Uranus, definitely. And next, see, we are the head. Of course, the head comes up now. All right, fine. Let's see. That's the reason why I was reluctant to use the sun all that time. It's just in case that. Actually, why am I trying for a flush? I don't want a flush there. I want to get a. I'm looking for two pairs. All right, and there's a nice one right there. Oh yeah. So I think I have most of what I need there. So leveling up the pants is probably the main thing I still need to worry about. I can't think of. Well, I might find a better chips joker at some point, but that's the main thing that I still need. So let's continue on. And 99 King 998. Well, that's just. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, aces and nines. That'll have to do. Okay, that is just. Alright, so around 20,000 seems to be what I'm getting for things. I need to get a few more steel cards. That probably means taking some standard boosters, which I have been ignoring so far. I don't want to sell my steel card. That would be a real disaster. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was not good. Alright, well, I'll just have to live with getting 3 jacks then. Oh, well, at least it's enough to beat the big blind there. Alright, I have unlocked Apparently, I did something that unlocked another voucher that may come in later. Now, let's see. We've got the all played face cards become gold cards when scored. Well, we're not going for a face gold card strategy, so I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. The Hierophant, well, I don't want to cover that. I think I'll leave that for the moment. Let's open up a Arcana pack. Strength. I always forget which ones are we trying to get. We're trying to get rid of 3s and 7s right now. How about spinning the wheel? Oh, actually, before I do that, I do want to 3s and 7s. So, how about trying to get rid of odd numbers then? I guess that's what it's going to come down to. All right, so that'll help with that. Now, Hermit is give me money. See the wheel. Let's use the Hermit to give ourselves a little bit of money so that we could have a little bit more to spend as we come along. So, open up. The moon. Right, we are. Right, okay, we're still going against the head there. The moon might be a good. Actually, no, I don't want to use that here. I would rather have that up there. Let's see. Oh, the Magician. I got the Magician for free there. Let's. Actually, no. Let's make it the Ace and the Queen. Let's make them lucky. All right, now we will have to use Pluto so that because I'm going to get a couple of new planet cards here. Unfortunately, not the one. Well, actually, I guess I will keep on Venus, and that means let's re-roll. I haven't re-rolled on here yet. As the number of times poker hands has been played to the mult. How many times have I done two pairs so far? 22 times. So especially right now, that's 22 mult. It's currently at 44 mult. So this is scaling a lot faster on there. And let's see. Card Sharp will be really nice against bosses. Steel Joker is... that's the one that... that's the most questionable one. I'm probably not going to get too many steel cards. That was mainly for the discovery anyway. So I will bring this out. I'm sure that's going to be replaced at some point. So now the head. Hearts are debuffed. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, let's discard all of that. Let's see what we get. Jack, 9976. I got a diamond flush. I think flushes are worthless with me right. No, flushes are actually a pretty reasonable contender at the moment. So I will play that. Oh my goodness gracious, that was actually worth a significant penny there. All right, there we go. And I will... yeah. And let's discard that. Ace, 2. All right, that'll help that. Just a little short, but all I need is another 2 pair, and things would be perfect. To see 4. I could do the 3 of a kind. I think that would also push me over, but I would rather try to find another pair in there. 98664. Right. And yeah. It's not coming out. Oh well. Well then, 3 of a kind it is. that enough? Yeah, it's more than enough. All right. There we go. The banana. Well, we're obviously getting the planet card there. Let's see, the banana. It's plus 80 chips. I think I need the chips. Hallucination. And hallucination, well, that's providing me chips also. All right. I'm going to take the banana. All right. So, and director's cut. Okay. This is a voucher that allows me to spend money to bypass a particular boss. If I decide that the boss in question is not conducive to what I want. I think the worst boss for me right now was the needle might be, but I think I could one-shot things well enough if I wanted to that I'm gonna have to worry about probably something that says you can't use the same hand twice. That's probably the most likely one that I would decide to skip over if I decide to skip. All right, there we go. An arcane pack. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see. Well, we know that hearts are safe now. Oh, I get to choose two. So we'll start out by increasing my money. And now, let's see. Since hearts are now safe, I will convert this into that. Essentially, hearts are going to be an auto change. Okay, let's see. We got the ox. Playing a two pair will set my money to 0. I'll think on it as I approach it, because if I could spend my money before I get there, in which case it won't matter. Alright, now let's see. Queen, queen. Alright, so that's the thing, is sometimes you need to know what the boss is going to be as soon as possible, because if you get surprised by it, there have been a couple of times where I've gotten into the boss because I forgot to look at it in advance, and oh boy, was I in trouble. Oh, look, that's 41,000. Alright. Played cards with spade suit to give +3 no, that's useless in this deck. Okay, that's the Steel Joker again. Alright, so I'm gonna reroll. Do a reroll in each one. No, I have plenty of times mulch. That's certainly not an area where I am having any trouble. Alright. Hearts. 8 I got a pair of 8s. So let's work with that. Alright, and okay, let's work with that. 4 8s. Alright, I'll just take I've got a couple of 8. Let's see if I can get this better. I mean, this is on standby just in case I don't get the other one, but I'm trying to see if I can have the steel card out. Okay, that is exactly what I need. Ooh, just okay. That one wasn't quite enough in order to tip me over, so we got one more discard that we can use. Actually, what do I have here? I have 4 6s and only 1 9. Yeah, so ditching the... I should keep the ace. Ace, ace, jack, jack. That will be a real pretty number. Well, especially when you add in the card sharp numbers. Yeah, 146. Alright, I think I've got enough in order to be able to beat the final boss. Egg! You give me plus 50 chips. Yeah, but I'm playing 2 pairs anyways. That's not a problem. Well, egg is nice early because it just helps you to get some money. But I don't think I need any more money at the moment. And in fact, that's right, I just remembered. I almost forgot that, of course, the ox is my next opponent. So I am going to have to spend money unless I want to try to get through the ox with 3 of a kinds or something like that. But it's unlikely. So I'll see if I can just bend down and see what I can do to my deck. Let's see. So right now, we've been trying to make our cards as even as possible. And hold on, how am I doing? I've got yeah, very bad time for that. Moon I'm trying to avoid. That means justice, making a glass card. Glass cards are nice. They're more powerful in that they have a mult of 2, or actually I think it's a times 2 or something like this. But anyway, they're very powerful in what they do, but they do tend to break, which is the disadvantage of them. All right, let's do some re-rolling. Let's see, odd Todd. No, because I'm avoiding odds, so obviously that's not going to do me any good. All right, well, we'll just buy that. All right, re-roll. That's a flush. That's plus 80 chips for a flush. No. The raised fist. No. No. How's this right now? This is, oh yeah. How many 2 pairs have I done? 26. So that's 26 right now. And this is plus 52 right now. So I got plenty of mold. No! Ooh, well. Goodbye, $77. Yeah, let's see. How about... No, because a flush is just... Say, I sometimes don't like playing games with bosses because if I do, then I wind up losing. So, yeah, let's just get rid of those. Okay, I do have spades around. Actually, spades are my lowest in there. Alright, fine. And goodbye, $77. Yeah. Alright. I have a feeling there was no way I was going to get through this without doing that, which is why I cringed when I accidentally hit the go to next instead of the reroll button. Alright. Okay, that should be enough. See, I'm at 39 right now. And I'm at 51. Okay, unlock the black deck. That's the last of the standard decks. And that's, I think this is the first time I hit 100,000. Alright, in a single one. Now, the final boss is usually 100,000, so I'm at a good spot right now. Let's see. So it all depends what this... Oh, that's right. Now I have no more money, so I need to make sure that I have... Oh, yes. Who is the final boss? Final boss is the Amber Acorn. Flips and shuffles all Joker cards. Oh, fun. That means all these things that we have over here, they are going to be reordered. Okay, so... I have to keep that in mind. But I don't think I want to get rid of that one because there are worse. The Ankh definitely, and the raise is create a random joker, sets money to 0. A random rare joker. Which is the weakest one? This is worth 80 chips. And this. Alright, let's just see it. I think Supernova is my. Actually, let's see. That's. Right, that's worth 28 right now. That's worth 80 chips. But I don't have another source of chips. Right, actually. What am I getting from 2 pair? 2 pair is giving me 140 as my base chips. Yeah, okay, we'll sell this. Now let's see what the random joker is. Uncommon jokers that give 1.5 one time. I've got 2 uncommon jokers in here. So this now has. Oh my times mult is now going through the roof. All right, we're going to have a look at what that. I'm out of money anyway. All right, now let's see. Well, the glass may break, but we'll have to see. And of course, what the glass does is it's times 2 mult, but it's done very early, so it's not going to be as impressive as. So it's only going to bring that up to 16. It's not going to be anywhere near with all that. The problem is that it may break in the process. And it could file up my estimate of how much we're going to be doing here. It broke. Oh, it was worth 75. Okay. Oh, that's right, because Card Sharp's not out in the area. Okay, so now I need a replacement for what I just broke. Well, the castle is. That's one you want early in the game, not late in the game. Well, let's open up. Actually, no, let's try this arcane pack. Let's see. Or no, I don't want an earth card. Let's see. Tower. Okay, the magician. Let's see. Anyone want to be lucky? Since the other 2 jacks were unlucky, we'll see if these can be lucky. Alright. And the other arcane pack. Can you give me a temperance in there? That would be useful. And that's not a temperance. Alright. And this is enhancement there. Let's see. Odds. No odds in there. Except for the ace, but I'm not getting rid of the aces. I have a replacement glass card for the one that just broke. Okay, the Queen of Spades. You can get some glass. Alright, and this next round, because I have no money. Alright, 9-9. Alright, let's discard those. Discard that. 9-9-8. Oh. Alright, 9-9-8-8. We'll just start that out. This will take 2, I'm pretty sure. Right, and King Queen Jack 9-9-2-2. Oh, nothing is here. All right. Well, okay, I got a pair of 2s there. All right, Jack 2-2. Oh, actually, that gold card, because that gold card, if it's in my hand at the end of the round, it gives me some extra. It gives me $3, and that may be good. So I'll see if I can get a. Yeah, this one's better. There. Oh, ooh, that was worth 200,000. Card Sharp. I'm sure Card Sharp had a big contribution to that. That plus the baseball card probably helped a bit with it. All right, and now this is a flush. That's looking for a straight flush still. No way of getting a joker of getting a new joker to replace it. Oh well, that was a miscalculation. Let's see. Well, this doesn't look like it's going to be a deck I want to take into endless mode. It's enough to win the game, but you can continue past after winning in order to see how far you can go, and the bosses just get worse and worse and worse. Everything gets worse and worse and worse as you go up in front, and the targets you have. This is not a deck that would be suitable for such an environment. Up to ante 8, the game is fair because this is the point where you win or lose or whatever thing like this. After that, fairness goes out the window. Pretty much. Let's see. 10, 10, 8, 7, 6. All right. King, king. All right. Let's see what happens if we have all face cards there. Now, if you're better at me in than I am at following that along, you can figure out which one of these is which as a result of that. But seeing how I'm more than halfway there, under the worst circumstances, yeah, this is going to do it. Let's see how high a number I get on this. It's going to go into flame level, obviously. Anyway, that was the game. That unlocked a couple of new jokers. That unlocked a new deck. Oh, I did all sorts of things. It unlocked 2 decks. I must have misread that because I think there would only be 1 deck that should have been unlocked there, right? In any case, thank you, and that is 236,995 is my best hand. It must have been done earlier here because that wasn't quite up to there. Played lots of 2 pairs there. I've managed to finish the run there. 195 cards played, 205 discarded, purchased 42 of them. Only 6 free rolls, lots of new discoveries, and then at the end of the game, they also tell you what the seed is, just in case you wanted to play around with it and play a seed run with it again, see if you can do better on the same seed. But they don't tell you the seed until you reach the end here, so that you can't go and do such research on the seeded run, because only the seeded run counts for achievements and the like. So I don't usually worry about seeded runs on there. But that is it for this little run here, where we have managed to unlock quite a bit in here. And we also managed to win the first one under this profile. So next time we are going to be trying the blue deck to see how that does, and maybe even up the ante. We return to Piney Plays Balatro.